All right, we're ready. Welcome to Wyoming Crypto Capital. This is the Currency Cowboy here, and this is our very first video. So please, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also the notification button. In this video, we'll be discussing XRP, the SEC lawsuit, and for you viewers out there that are new to the space, we will be going over exactly what XRP is and how it will affect our lives. So let's saddle up. Let's go. Okay, let's get started. Today is March the 7th, 2022, and I want to show right now throughout the cryptocurrency space, we are about a $1.7 trillion market cap with 18,040 cryptos, which seems to be going up by the week. For today's price on XRP is a little around 72 cents, down 3% for the day so far. One thing that happened over the weekend that I thought was kind of exciting for the space is the Senate of Virginia approved state banks to offer cryptocurrency custody services. Now, as a whole, I think this is really good news for the cryptocurrency, and whether you watch Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Alro, so many out there. But I think this is very positive news for the space as a whole. So the Senate of Virginia unanimously voted in favor of legislation on Friday that will permit the state's bank to provide crypto custody and management services, provided they have enough resources to manage the associated risk. Glenn Youngkin, the governor of Virginia, has signed the bill before it comes law. Really interesting. When it's a 39-0 vote, it looks like a lot of our politicians, as well as U.S. citizens, are looking for the cryptocurrency to have more clarity in this space, as well as more acceptance, and to where the average person can use any cryptocurrency they wish to invest in, as well as be able to hold them lawfully. Here's what does concern me about this that's passed. Acting in a fiduciary capacity, the bank shall require customers to transfer their virtual currencies to the control of the bank by creating new private keys to be held by the bank. Now, cryptocurrency was designed to be decentralized, to where we have more privacy as a citizen. With a bank holding your crypto keys, that really concerns me. Like, they can have control of your money, and that's one of the things that we're going to have to really keep an eye on, and to see how these banks are actually going to hold these keys, and what rules and regulations are surrounding that with the banks, as it is have to do with the actual investor that holds this, and how they'll handle the money. Several other states, yes, including Wyoming, have also introduced legislation to create a fiat-pegged stablecoin. Last month, the House Committee on Financial Services discussed whether stablecoin regulations should be handled at the state or federal level. North Carolina representatives are getting involved, so this is very interesting and positive. Real briefly on Ripple, I knew that I had told you in the very beginning that we would go over a brief explanation to the new people interested in what XRP is. I found this on Investopedia. Now, this is the very first sentence on Investopedia is what really sparked our interest here. Ripple is a technology that acts as both a cryptocurrency and a digital payment network for financial transaction. Now, you see right there in the first sentence, cryptocurrency. And this is what Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO, as well as Chris Larson, Jed McCaleb, they were one of the co-founders of Ripple. They've stated this whole time, hey, for 8 years, you never gave us clarity when we asked you about what classification you were going to. And the SEC is now claiming and alleging that XRP is a security, whereas we see right here just on Investopedia that we have classified it as a cryptocurrency. It acts as a currency. So being labeled a security is really, really not where we want to go on this. So what does Ripple do? Ripple's main process is a payment settlement asset exchange and remittance system similar to the SWIFT system for international money and security transfers, which is used by banks and financial middlemen dealing across currencies. Again, there's that currency word. A lot of you want to know what SWIFT system is. SWIFT is a cross-border payment system. Usually takes 2 to 5 days. It can average anywhere, especially if it's international, up to 4% of the total amount of money that's being transferred. As you can see, that's very costly. What Ripple has done, they have taken XRP as a currency, and you can actually remit payments through the Ripple system. It takes 3 to 5 seconds and costs the user an average of 0.0002 cents a transaction. So as you can see, this XRP Ripple is very superior to the SWIFT system. It's antiquated. If I'm not mistaken, I think SWIFT was invented 1974. So it's time for us to really start adapting this and make sure the SEC can get this settlement going forward, and that way the investor, as ourselves, can have more clarity on it. Let's move on to the SEC lawsuit and where we are today. I noticed a really interesting tweet today by Crypto Law. That is John Deaton. And if you're not familiar with who John Deaton is actually an attorney that's representing the actual investors, the private citizens out here that are holding XRP. And I think it's upwards to 65,000 investors that he's represented right now. He made a tweet today. As the world awaits the court's decision on the fair notice defense, journalists and analysts preparing to cover the next crucial stage of SEC Gov versus Ripple can get a full picture in the video library of why it's so crucial to crypto holders everywhere. I clicked on this. It's quite a read, so I'm not going to go through all this with you. He's listed a series of videos where from anywhere on the Ethereum free pass to where the SEC has not had a lawsuit against Ethereum, giving them a free pass, as well as on some of these videos, they'll tell you a lot of dates here. It's really interesting, and I suggest that you pull this up, get on Twitter, and educate yourself on this. John Deaton has done an excellent job when it comes to these videos. And right now, the Securities and Exchange Commission has repeatedly insisted it has provided clarity to investors on precisely how it determines whether a digital asset is a security, therefore subject to its regulation or not. However, it is nearly a universal perception among digital asset investors and blockchain project developers that the SEC provides no clarity whatsoever, and its public statements and actions have only generated market confusion. In turn, this has led to what many have called regulation by enforcement. So, really interesting article. I suggest that you deep dive into this and educate yourself, especially if you are a holder and if you're not involved in the class action suit with brain fart here, John Deaton. Then he has a website where you can go and sign up, and it's really interesting to follow what he's doing with this space at this moment. Okay, here on Twitter, I saw Twitter user JV.xrp. He posted a video today that I thought was very interesting. Now, this is Brad Garlinghouse being interviewed, and JV has said, "I'm convinced that the SEC doesn't have any evidence on any of these people at Ripple. They've never promoted XRP as an investment vehicle. They're all highly media trained and chooses their words wisely." I want to play this 2-minute video for you and kind of show you exactly where we are. Come on now, let's get this going.
Italy actually for somebody else? Is it for the institutions, do you think, longer term? Or would you prefer to see it go there?
Many industries are, let's choose a commodity like gold, let's choose a commodity like oil. Speculators are part of those ecosystems. And they're an important part because they're providing liquidity to those ecosystems. So many industries have speculators who participate, Ripple is focused on how do we focus on, or how do we enable a institutional use case.
Yeah.
We aren't trying to, I actually was quoted publicly as saying I cringe when people talk about promoting a digital asset. Ripple never tries to promote XRP as a digital asset. We try to demonstrate its usefulness in product flows and solving a real problem.
But you're an organization, I think, where a lot of the founders have a lot of XRP. There's a lot of potential for conflict and that sort of thing. Your clients are the banks. How do you get them comfortable with the idea that, like, you hold a lot of XRP and that XRP's price isn't going to be volatile, that there's not going to be any compliance challenges coming down the road? How do you get them there?
Well, the first thought is, in terms of the potential conflicts you described, that assumes that we actually could control the price of XRP, which I would say we can't.
If you were to dump a lot of it on a market, though.
Yeah, we actually now, as I think you probably know, we have it tied up in escrow, and so we really can't even do that. But it's important, I think, for any healthy market to not have a player controlling the market. And I made a comment, not on stage, but separately. Ripple, the company, had our best quarter ever in Q1. We signed up more than a bank a week to production contracts.
And production contract means that they intend to switch on Xcurrent or Xrp.
Real flows, well, Xcurrent or Xrp, yes, but real.
Did you hear that? Real banks.
Flows, real money, not experiments.
And what's the balance there? Is it mostly Xcurrent still? Is that?
It's still mostly Xcurrent for sure. And I think you're starting to see, I mean, we just launched Xrp in the market, Q3, Q4 last year. So the point I wanted to make though is, in a quarter where we had a record quarter signed up more than a bank a week, the price of XRP went down 70%. So
more than a bank a week, and XRP went down 70%. You don't think the SEC is hurting its shareholders when they're supposed to be protecting them?
I think that the idea that these
correlated.
look, if the whole ecosystem is successful, you and I have talked about this informally before, but I think that the problem you see in the ICO market is so many of these tokens don't have usefulness.
All right. I found that video very interesting. It really shows you exactly what XRP is doing, and Brad Garlinghouse is very eloquent in his interview there with that reporter. So let's go into the next thing I found today. Ripple expects to end its case with the SEC by November 2022. Jeremy Hogan, attorney for a crypto attorney, tweeted, "When will Ripple versus the SEC case end? Ripple thinks it will end sometime between August 26th and November 18th. In its pending class action, Ripple agreed to move the case start back to November 18th in belief that the SEC case will be finished before then. Of course, it can settle anytime." And if you want to hear our opinion on this, we believe there will be a settlement within the next couple months. That's just my opinion. I think that the SEC has seen that they have lost this case, and unless there's some other agenda, which there could be out there, I don't think they're going to let this drag on as long. According to the document, Ripple has requested the rescheduling of the pending class action from the previous agreed date of August 26th to November 18th, clarifying that, quote, "Due to the overlap of factual and legal issues between this case and the SEC action, the parties agree that there are efficiencies in having certain aspects of the SEC action, pardon me, excuse me, precede certain deadlines in this action." I have here a tweet from Eleanor Tourette from Fox Business, and she agrees with me. Scoop, turns out even staff at the SEC Gov are confident that they will win the case against Ripple. A source close to the SEC tells me Hester Pierce has expressed privately she thinks the SEC will not get the outcome it's looking for. So that's positive right there, folks. Before I end this video, I want to discuss and ask a question. What does the SEC know about Ripple, or what does Ripple know about the SEC? Is this planned all along? Is there an alternative motive? Why did Ethereum get a free pass? These are questions you need to ask yourself. And we will be doing some more videos following this case very closely and bringing it up to date. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. All right. I want to thank you guys for joining us today on our very first YouTube video. We wanted to cover the Ripple and SEC lawsuit because we found it very important to the crypto space. We realize that our videos will improve as we continue making these, and please like and subscribe. Support us, please. Hit the notification button and share this video if you really think you found this informational. Some of your friends and family may want to educate themselves on what's going on in our crypto space. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. And comment below on what you would like to see in future videos and improvements you would like to see as well. I'm the Currency Cowboy and can't wait to see you next time. Have a great day.